Tomb Raider on the PS3 for me was a bit of a gamble to buy when it was released. The previous titles were pretty good, but would this one take the series in the wrong direction like Angel of Darkness? Lara's retrieved the whereabouts of some ruins in the Mediterranean Sea her father was looking for. This leads to more undiscovered locations, and this time it's about the Norse underworlds. The controls are simple as the prequels, where you can jump and grab platforms, fire your guns, swim and grapple. There are 7 areas in the world to investigate, from the Mediterranean to the Arctic Circle. Each area will have a path that you'll need to climb and navigate through, and of course a few enemies to deal with. There are multiple weapons that can be used in the game, from your standard pistols to machine guns and a harpoon. And Tomb Raider wouldn't be Tomb Raider without huge puzzles. Solving them isn't a hard task, but you do need to explore the whole area to complete them. With the Kraken, for example, you need to stay high and activate the cogs on the right, and then make your way all the way to the left to do the same, and finally get to the centre to finish the job. Swimming isn't a rush job either now. Lara is equipped with air tanks, so you won't have to keep going to the surface to catch your breath. There are collectibles hidden everywhere. Typically these will be in vases that can be found in corners, high and low, and even underwater. There are also relics to find in each area. You don't get anything for collecting these, but they do contribute towards a trophy. But is this game any good? It's very good, and still good to play today. This graphically was a huge leap from the PS2, and they made the environments more realistic. Little things are being added that you don't really notice, but make the difference, such as walking through foliage. Lara doesn't just walk through like a machine, she now puts her arms up to protect her face and push them out of the way. If she's been rolling on the ground or climbing on dirty terrain, she'll now have dirt on her skin, and this can be washed off by going into water.
Too dirty to clean my act up.
Footprints in mud will remain there, as well as enemies that have been killed. Weather now affects the way that Lara tackles the terrain that needs to be climbed. If it's a wet surface, then she's more likely to lose her grip than if it were dry. Rather than having quick time events like previous games, time will slow down, giving you time to react and jump out of the way. But don't think this is a walkthrough. There are plenty of times that you'll misjudge a gap or simply jump in the wrong direction and fall to your death. But thankfully there are a lot of checkpoints, and you'll hear a subtle chime when you cross one. Lara moves smoothly, and emotions were captured using an Olympic gymnast, Heidi Moneymaker, and voiced yet again by Keeley Hawes. The controls work very well with some minor issues. If you're hanging onto a moving ledge and want to jump to a platform, Lara will move when she can safely make the jump, but sometimes she'll decide to completely balls it up and do something else like jump up. This is something that you'll get used to, and it will make you have patience to wait before you commit. When you hold the run button down and try to smoothly move left or right, she doesn't. She bats hard left or right, so you'll end up zigzagging through the straight passage. The screen can become a bit jittery at times when going at pace faster than walking. I'm not entirely sure what frames per second it runs at.
Actually, the PS3 runs at 30 frames per second, whereas the Xbox 360 runs at 32 frames per second.
Fuck off, knobhead. Nobody cares. But everything else is impressive. Lara narrates as she's going along, which fills you in on what's going on and what she needs to do. The scenery is amazing and very detailed. This makes it more enjoyable to make your way through. The sounds are excellent, and the surround sound system would enhance these. The music is only there depending on what drama there is, or to warn you that there's danger nearby. This game has been a project that has been thought about, and it shows. Lara isn't just some pyramid-breasted origami-faced stereotype of the 90s anymore. She's an adventurer that depends on a skill to get through the levels, and not a pair of hot pants and round glasses. Working out what needs to be done can get frustrating, but it's also rewarding when you do finally work it out. The amount of times I fell off the cliff face and into the water was ridiculous, but I learned from my mistakes and chose to take my time and do baby steps rather than charging at it. This is the last game in the trilogy after Legend and Anniversary, and as we know, they got even better from here. Although Legend and Anniversary were a big step up in quality, this is one that really stood out. It even got releases on weaker consoles like the PS2, Nokia N-Gage and Nintendo DS. It's still a lot of fun to play today, and still costs barely anything to buy. I give it 82%.